is a season of resignation. Today, Dharmendra Pradhan, that is the Education Minister of India, has resigned, and yesterday, just yesterday, the Bangladesh President Shahabuddin also resigned. So, in this video, we will be looking at Bangladesh President Shahabuddin's resignation. We will understand the reason behind it, the stated reason versus the real reason. At the same time, we will also see what the future holds for our neighbor, that is Bangladesh. So let's get started with the news. So the news is about Bangladesh president, that is Shahabuddin, Mohammed Shahabuddin, and his resignation. So he has resigned on 24th July, that is yesterday. Now he resigned halfway through his 5-year term as a president. His 5-year term was supposed to last till 2028. Halfway through that, he has resigned. Now, what are the reasons that he cited? So he cited various health complications, right? He did not elaborate further, just at a very generic level mentioned the health complications. No further elaboration was done over here. Now this particular thing comes just days after Sheikh Hasina told the news agency that she plans to return to Bangladesh. So this is the context of his resignation, right? So he has resigned stating health concerns, but just days before, Sheikh Hasina had told news agency that she would come back. So is it now that there are fears that Sheikh Hasina would come back and that is why he resigned? Plus there is another thing which he did, which people are saying is the actual reason for his resignation. We'll see this and much more. Before we move on, an announcement with respect to the new batches that are starting at Legacy IAS Academy. So once you enroll with us, the batch size will be maximum of 40 and less than that only, so that personal attention can be given to each and every aspirant. Now the regular batches start from 3rd of August and the weekend batch starts from 8th of August. Weekend batch specifically for the working professionals and the college going aspirants, right? So however, there are other batches as well, but if you are targeting 2027, August batch is the one that you should go for. Once you enroll with us, there are certain advantages. Some of them are listed here. For example, comprehensive coverage of the syllabus, one-on-one mentorship and doubt solving, regular interactions with the educators that is there. This is probably the game changer over here. Maximum batch size is 40, I've already told. There will be daily mains answer writing practice plus prelims and mains test series that will give you one-stop solution for UPSC. And last but not the least, 360-degree coverage of current affairs, wherein the entire year's current affairs is taught via live classes. Now, if you are looking for some of the most sought after optional, that is psychology, PSIR, anthropology and sociology, then Legacy IAS Academy is the place to come. Our optional classes is going to start from 17th August. So if you're targeting 27 or 28, this is the right time for you to start with your optional preparation as well. If you want to enroll in any of the program, you can simply download the app or call on the numbers that are given on the screen. Now let's move ahead with respect to the news. So first understand who is this Mr. Shahabuddin. He is actually a veteran of Bangladesh's 1971 liberation war, the war in which actually India helped them to get liberated, right? It happened in 1971. He was in the military. He's a veteran of Bangladesh's liberation war. Bangladesh previously was known as East Pakistan, got liberated and came to be known as Bangladesh. Former lower judiciary judge also he has been. In addition to that, the very recent thing that he did is of course become the president in April 2023 for a period of 5 years. He was elected by then Awami League dominated parliament. By that time, Awami League was dominating the parliament. When he became president, that means he would be close to the Awami League party. It is as simple as that. Now, after Sheikh Hasina's ouster, Sheikh Hasina, who was kicked out of the parliament, not just that, out of the country as well, and she seek asylum from India, right? So what happened is, after his ouster, he remained the only surviving figure from the erstwhile government that was there in Bangladesh. Now let us understand what the stated reason is. The stated reason or the official reason is simply the health complications that have been there. That is what he has mentioned, right? earlier reasons cited. So what were the reasons cited earlier? For example, he had previously talked about feeling humiliated after the interim government removed his portraits from Bangladesh's missions abroad. So whatever mission Bangladesh used to have abroad, from that his photos etc were removed, so he sort of felt humiliated by that. These are the reasons he had given previously. Now what's the real trigger? The real trigger as per the Bangladeshi media is nothing but the pressure from Tariq Rahman led BNP government. The BNP government was led by Tariq Rahman. They were putting pressure on him, with because of which it seems that he has resigned from his post. Now there is another angle to this, the phone call angle. So what had happened is, recently he visited London. Now on his visit to London, what happened is, he made a call to whom? He made a call to the erstwhile Bangladesh Prime Minister, that is Sheikh Hasina. Right, just connect the links. So Sheikh Hasina wants to come, and then he goes to London for other things, but from there he makes a call to Sheikh Hasina. That is the phone angle that is mentioned over here. So there was contact made with Sheikh Hasina during his May 2026 London visit. Right, so there are, how do people get to know? Of course there are intelligence agencies etc which get to know all of these things, as a result of which this is basically sought to be the reason of his resignation. Right, so there is also a link to Sheikh Hasina's return. On 10th of July, Sheikh Hasina mentioned to a news agency that she is planning to return to Dhaka in around December 2026. So few months later, she plans to return back to the country with senior Awami League leaders to surrender. She said that she will come and return to Bangladesh and wants to surrender. Now, that is still, need not necessarily be acceptable. People may not believe that, because not believe that she would actually come, because there are charges against her and she is actually facing death penalty for the crackdown that she allegedly orchestrated in 2024, wherein people were literally killed, especially the minorities were hampered, the minorities were killed, and atrocities took place against them. Right, so that is the idea. Now what's the constitutional process over here with respect to resignation? So the resignation submitted via letter to the speaker in the parliament, of course. And there is this article 10123b. You don't have to remember that exactly, it's anyhow Bangladesh's constitutional vacancy related article, but okay, you can remember for what it is. Right, so resignation or removal from the post because of death, or let's say removal directly by voting them out, all this is dealt with in article 123 of the Bangladesh constitution. Now president elected by vote of, how they are elected? Of course by the vote of the parliament. It's similar to the way the president is elected in India also. Right, then, so what is going to happen next, or who is going to be likely successor? Now presently the Bangladesh Nationalist Party, this is the symbol of them, they are in power, so they have already officially nominated the candidate, and there are certain front runners as per certain agencies is the BNP standing committee member Khandakar Musharraf Hussain and Abdul Muin Khan. So it is highly likely that the candidate that the BNP, that is the Bangladesh Nationalist Party, the candidate whom this party supports, will be the candidate who will get most probably elected. And not just that, they have already officially stated as to who will be the candidate for them. So this person will be most likely successor. BNP is already in power. However, it remains to be seen whether in December Sheikh Hasina actually comes back or not. The situation would not be very acclimatized to her to come back, because BNP is still in power. Probably if Awami League would come to power in the future, that's only when she might return. So whether she returns or not still remains a mystery. Stated reason of resignation and the actual reason is also not confirmed from the official sources, but If you look at the chronology, it becomes really very clear that probably the health issue might not be the reason, but the reason would be the humiliation and the phone angle, as well as the return of Sheikh Hasina. Thank you.